All right, what's up, you guys? Happy Monday. It's Monday morning. I'm getting ready to cook some breakfast. And I just wanted to go over something real quick for you because if you're wanting to change your physique and everything, you really got to pay attention to what you're consuming. Because the old saying, you can't out-train a poor diet. So, what I've been doing is been having potatoes and eggs in the mornings. And, I wanted to kind of change things up a little bit. And so I'm going to have pancakes and eggs. Now, here's the big difference. A lot of people don't see results because they don't understand what they're actually eating. A lot of people will say, hey, I want to have pancakes, I want to have eggs, I want to have bacon. All those things are fine. But the difference is if you actually look what's in the products that you're actually purchasing. I was never in this good of shape my entire life until I started learning. This was about 7 or 10 years ago when I started learning about the importance of nutrition and how it actually affects the body and everything. And when I did my first competition, I never looked at labels at all. And when I signed up for my first competition, I had no clue. This is actually really funny. I had no clue what I was doing, and I looked at some pictures of people on stage, and I was like, oh my God, I have never ever looked like that, and I didn't even know how. Fortunately, I knew a lot of people in the bodybuilding industry at that time that they coached me and they said, okay, look, what are you eating exactly, And so I started looking at labels. And so just for an example, this is one of and I don't get paid or anything from all these things. This is just education for you guys so that you can actually apply them to your life. So one of the things that I use is, these Kodiak Cakes. They're great. You look at the labels. You just look at the labels and you see the macros on there, okay? Now, once you know your macros, then you can start diving into that and in creating foods that actually you like, enjoy, and you'll continue using. So there's Kodiak Cakes now. Instead of like Jiffy or Skippy or whatever types of brand of peanut butter, I like peanut butter on my pancakes. I use PB2. Now the reason why I use PB2 is because it has less fat, less other stuff that's in there than the other stuff. So you start reading the labels, and what ends up happening, and a lot of people don't associate this because I have it all the time. These guys, they're like, oh, I eat healthy, oh, all this stuff, but they don't read the labels. So if you're not reading the labels, you have no clue what you're consuming. You want to avoid sugars as much as possible. You want to avoid, well, it depends on what your macros are and what your goals are. You're going to want to have stuff with lower carbs. If you have, certain macros. I know that that's kind of a controversial subject, but for me, I like to have a little bit lower carbs, a little bit higher fats. And then right here, this is a type of syrup, and this syrup is calorie free and no sugars. Okay. Now, for coffee, I like to have coffee and I like to have it sweet. I don't drink black coffee. But so I just get this stuff and it's fat free, okay? So so what I'm doing in my entire meal prep for me and for any of my clients is I'm designing foods that we actually like and we'll actually enjoy and continue on them, but they're actually a lot healthier for you than you could just get store-bought. Now, whenever I have sugar, like I want sugar, this guy right here, okay? It's stevia. That's what it's called. So you get stevia instead of sugar. Now, you guys, all these little things add up. So you go throughout the day, and there's a concept in the fitness and bodybuilding world called calorie creep. Okay, what happens is, you eat one snack and you eat this meal, and you have all these different dressings, and this dressing, it only has this amount of calories. Well, you add it up through the course of the day, and you're consuming far more calories than you actually realize because of the foods that you're consuming, because you're not reading the labels. So I just wanted to take a little minute out of my day while I'm fixing my breakfast here to just kind of give you a little bit of education. And oh yeah, also eggs. I just do egg whites. And the reason why I do egg whites, I would do whole eggs, but because of my age and my family history, I have to watch my cholesterol. Okay, so in order to watch my cholesterol, I get things with lower, that's a little bit low in cholesterol. Trust me, I'd love to eat whole eggs, but I'll do that every once in a while. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an education if you don't already know. So have a great Monday. Make it a good day. Talk to you later.